The blonde I'm going to touch on last because I feel like a lot of you girls are going to get excited about the blonde. No. Is that like clickbait? Is that what clickbaiting is? Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I'm sorry for my nails. My nails look horrible. Horrible. Like, of all the videos to have ratchet nails, you choose the Rihanna video? Really, Lori? Okay. Anyways, so hey bunnies, for today's video we are going to be talking about Fenty Beauty. Now there are a million and one different videos on YouTube right now about this line, and most of them are people putting on the makeup and stuff like that, and yes, I will be doing that, but I'm going to try to do a little bit different. Unlike most of the YouTubers who went to Sephora and got the products, I ordered mine the Friday, which I believe is when the line was launched. I went on FentyBeauty.com instead of Sephora, and a couple of the shades were already sold out by the time that I went to order, because if you guys have been living under a rock, we just had a hurricane like last week. So while the hurricane or whatever was going on, I decided I had to get myself some Fenty Beauty. So I went onto the website and I was like, all right, $420 is gonna be mine, and then I'll figure out everything else after that. So I got the foundation, I got the highlight, contour, and one of the shimmer sticks. I did not get the primer because I didn't feel like I needed the primer. And then when I tried to go to Sephora to actually get the primer after seeing a couple videos on the primer, I was like, okay, that looks awesome. This primer was sold out. This is what your Fenty Beauty is going to come in. It's going to come in this regular brown box. Mine came UPS, and it has your name and address and everything, just like a regular UPS box, all right? But when you open it, that's when you see the Fenty on the inside of the box. So they got regular brown cardboard boxes and then put the Fenty, and to me it looks like, you know, when you spray paint graffiti artwork, that kind of thing. You have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna and all their social media handles. You're going to get bubble wrap on the top. Well, you get your receipt first, and I'll tell you what I spent. In total, I spent, I think, $90-something. 2 matchsticks in matte, and they were $18 a piece. The matte stick shimmer was another $18, and then the Pro Filter foundation was $34, which I think the foundation is a pretty good price. The matchsticks, I'd probably go like $15 for those, so it's not really a horrible price. I ended up paying total was $93.28, which included shipping. Without shipping was $88, and then shipping was free, I'm sorry, and then sales tax was $5.28. So I think if it's over a certain amount, you get shipping free. If it's over like $50 or something. So I didn't get the sponge, I didn't get any of the brushes, nothing like that. I didn't get the lip gloss. So you take out the bubble wrap, and you have the black tissue paper. Of course, mine is already open. But the black tissue paper, on the top it has a sticker that says Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. And then these are the products here. Like in every other video that you've probably watched so far. I'm going to assume that you haven't watched any video, and mine is the first one you've been watching, okay? They all come in these gorgeous boxes with the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna sticker on the front, the same graffiti print that's on the inside of the box. Now let's talk about the foundation first. The foundation shade that I got was a 420. While I do like the foundation itself, I'm not happy with the color that I chose for me. On the website, they make it super easy. You have different models ranging from the lightest to the darkest shade, and you can look at the models to see which one matches, you know, your complexion best. They have swatches of the actual product. You can see the bottle itself. This is the 420. A lot of people say it oxidizes. I never really get that with mine. On the website, it looks like it has a more yellowy undertone because I do have yellow undertones. And I do believe this is the neutral, because you have 410, you have 430, of course, and then one of them is more warm, one is more cool. I believe this is a neutral. That's why I went for it. Probably should have gone with something cooler, but we're here. Now, it is a pump, and you have to shake it really well. I made sure that I shook mine really, really well so that you didn't hear like shake wig action, you know? So you didn't hear the whatever the sound that it makes when it's shaking. I did that, and when you pump it, it's still running. So regardless, it is a very liquidy foundation. When I apply it to my skin, it's supposed to be a medium to full coverage, but for me it's more of like a light to medium. It is kind of buildable, but it's not buildable to the point where you're gonna have like a cake face at the end of the day. I don't know who said it was on a website or whatever, but it's like your skin but best. I think Jackie Aina said that, and I completely agree with it. It makes you don't feel like you're wearing anything, and then when you look at yourself, even though I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but my chest is a little bit more yellow than my face is currently, and with the foundation on there, but at the same time, when I look at it, it does, you can't tell that I have makeup on. Apart from the redness, I feel like if I had my exact shade, it would be completely flawless. Like I wouldn't have any complaints at all. And that being my only complaints is my own fault, because maybe I should have actually went to Sephora and tested it out. But then again, it was a hurricane, so you know, what was I gonna do? All right, but this is the bottle. It is a frosted glass, so you have to be careful not to drop it or anything like that. It's a white cap, white applicator thing. Now for me, this is going to get dirty very easy. So what I would recommend is that as soon as you finish pumping, you wipe it off with Kleenex or something, get some Lysol wax or something to wipe it down. And that's that. It is 40 shades, so there's no way you cannot not get your shade. And if you don't, go ahead and mix too. $34 is not a horrible price. So moving on to the matchsticks. Now on the website, they have, if you're a beginner, you don't know what your highlights and contour and all that stuff going to be, they do have it where they have a 3 set for you. So you can choose from light, medium, tan, deep, olive, whatever, and you go from there. Now for highlights, I went with maple. For contour, I went with truffle, and for shimmer, I went with blonde. So let us start with the highlights. And the highlight stick that I chose was maple. Now when I was putting this on, it just glided right on my face. It was nice and just creamy. This is the maple, and you get quite like, you get a good amount of product. Like a lot of people when I was watching the videos, they were saying it, and I'm like, put a little piece of something here. Like this is not a lot, but keep in mind that it's thick. Okay, it might look short, but it's thick, and you're not using, like, you're not scraping it off to use it. You're just swiping underneath. This is going to last you a very, very long time, believe it or not. Because when I saw it, I was like, that's not going to last you no time. But then you have to remember, you're not scraping it or scooping it into another container. You're literally wiping your face, and you see my foundation on there right now. Anyways, now on to contour. For contour, I used truffle. And you know what blew my mind? When I was putting down each one, it just conic. Like, look at that. And the packaging is so freaking gorgeous. If I was to get more, they would just triple up, double up, quadruple up. Like, it would be so pretty. Anyways, so for contour, I have truffle. And again, you get the same amount in there. And while it does not look like much now, keep in mind, you're just wiping it on and all that good stuff. You're not scooping it, you're not scraping it, you're not applying it to something else and then putting it on your face. I do wish I went darker with my contour, because I do like to have that look. Then again, I didn't put any powder over it, so that, you know, would intensify and build up the contour that I have now. But yeah, again, they go on really nice and smooth. They blend beautifully. Oh my goodness, they just melt into your skin. And when I say feels like your skin, it feels like your skin. Like, it feels like you're not wearing a ton of makeup, and you feel Fenty. You just feel good. Moving on to the piece de resistance. In my shimmer, I got the color blonde. A lot of people out there want trophy wife. Oh my gosh, trophy wife. Guess what? Blonde looks exactly like trophy wife. Talk about a dupe, okay? So the Fenty Beauty blonde shimmer stick is an exact, I can't even say exactly because I didn't even swatch it when I was in Sephora. I should have swatched it. I should have swatched the trophy wife. But based on pictures and videos and just looking at the stick itself, this freaking stick looks exactly like the trophy wife. Tell me, am I lying? When I put it on, honey, baby love, my girl, you can't tell me nothing. Okay? Like, literally. Let me try and swatch it for you right now. Hold on there. Look at this. Who are going to tell me so that's not trophy wife? Who is going to tell me that is not trophy wife? Look at that. That's blonde. That looks exactly like trophy wife. And this, I just dab it on my jaw, the high point, tip of my nose. I put it under my brow, and then I took this Sonia Kashuk brush. It's a very dense brush, and I took this and I just blend it out a little bit so you know too much. Now, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, what is her name? There's another Jamaican YouTuber who lives in Canada, Miss Rosh Posh. When she used trophy wife, she said it had like little glitter thingies in there, and she didn't like it because of that. get yourself the blonde. So tell me how I thought I was still recording and I was not recording at all. So the last thing I swatched apparently was the blonde shimmer stick. These two swatches here, so no, maple, truffle. I wish I had gotten a darker shade in the contour. This is my highlight. When you put them on, they glide on so smooth, so silky, so beautifully, and they blend so flawlessly. They blend like butter. I love these products, okay? The only thing I wish I did was get a yellow foundation, because while the foundation is awesome and I look super shiny right now, which is why I should have the blotting powder and the blotting paper, because I usually have blotting paper and I usually do all of that stuff. I usually powder down so I don't have all this oiliness happening, because I do have combination skin down here, and you know, whatever T-zone area is going to oil up, which I already knew was going to happen. But this is what this is right now, especially with all the lights on me. It's looking extra shiny, like chicken grease shiny. But okay, all in all, I love the products. Rihanna came up with 40 shades, 40 freaking shades, from the lightest to the darkest. So if you're albino, you're gonna find your shades. If you're dark, South African dark, like rich dark chocolate, black of the berry, sweet of the juice dark, you're gonna find your shade. I'm pretty sure she could go darker if she wanted to go darker too, but the fact that this is her first collection, honey, only better things to come. Okay, really and truly, that's all I have to give you. Like, I love the foundation, I love the highlight contour. I wish the contour was darker, and that's, you know, by the time I put my powders and stuff on there, perfect. This foundation is not for a beat face kind of look. This is for an everyday no makeup look. This is for, actually, you know, you could get away with a beat face with this, but the thing is, you'd have to like color correct. You'd have to make sure you set it with the powders and all that stuff. So it could work for a beat face, but it will take a little bit more work for the beat face. For me personally, I do prefer my cream foundation. Of course, it's by case, it's $7.99. It's a Local Beauty Supply store, but that's not what the video is about. Okay, with the cream foundations, to me they give you a better coverage. This foundation is like a light to medium coverage, in my opinion, not a medium to full coverage foundation. You have to color correct if you do have dark spots and stuff like I do. You would have to set in all that stuff for the powders. You have to put some setting spray if you have oily skin like I do. I don't think there's anything else from the collection that I want to get. There's nothing that I'm like, the primer, that's the only thing I'd probably get, because when I see that primer go on, who was that? I think it was Jackie Aina, and our face just get this blurry look, I'm like, okay, she look Photoshop and more wants it. But this has been 7 hours of the Fenty Beauty Foundation, highlight, contour, and shimmer on my face. And this is what I look like right now. The makeup, it does transfer. Keep that in mind. You do oil up if you have combination or oily skin. The formula is great. If you're a more natural girl, you want something light and easy breezy, go ahead. This is for you. Okay? I would recommend applying it with a really dense brush. That works. I can't remember her name. She used the darkest shade available. She used the blending sponge, the sponge that Rihanna has, but she used it damp and it did not blend out her foundation all the way. Now, to me, while watching the video, it looked like it went on flawlessly and she looked amazing. But when she showed us the sponge, you could literally see the dot still on the sponge itself to show that it absorbed the makeup more than blending it in. So go in with a dense brush instead of a sponge to blend your foundation. And then for the sticks, you can always use your damp beauty sponge. And that is it. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below. If you feel like I should have mentioned something that I did not mention, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.